Our guest editor this morning, Robert Wyatt, has been in the music industry for more than 40 years. And during that time, he has collaborated with maybe hundreds of musicians from different backgrounds and musical traditions. One of his best-known songs was the 1982 hit Shipbuilding. The lyrics were written by Elvis Costello and the music by Clive Langer.
A new winter coat and shoes for the wife, and a bicycle on the boy's birthday. It's just a rumour that was spread around town by the women and children. Soon we'll be shipbuilding.
Robert Wyatt, well, having worked with so many people over the years, he was keen to explore what makes for a good musical collaboration work. So he and the former founder of the Specials, Jerry Dammers, discussed what they look for in musicians that they work with.
It's a very interesting process, collaboration. I've been produced by Jerry on a record called Winds of Change for the Southwest African People's Organisation some years ago during the struggle against apartheid. The end result, it's a bit like if you had a painting by several painters, and the idea would be that you'd hardly be able to tell where one began and the other one ended. That would be the ideal situation.
I have the honour, which I don't deserve, of working with some of the best jazz musicians in the country. I don't know how this came about, but it's mainly through the spirit of Sun Ra. I'm sort of collaborating with a dead person. I put together this Sun Ra tribute band, and it was only meant as a bit of fun and a one-off, but everyone enjoyed it so much that we've actually done about 10 gigs now, and we're actually developing it and taking it into other areas of music, even a bit of original material, and it's developing from that.
I like that idea you said about collaborating with the dead, because all classical musicians do that. They're collaborating with sort of 18th and 17th century Austro-Hungarian Empire, as far as I can see, which is a wonderful thing to do.
Well, I was thinking about this question of what makes a good collaboration. I was listening. I bought my son the Beatles, and we were listening to it in the car, and I just thought that was a fantastic collaboration with George Martin and the Beatles, because George Martin actually rescued them in a way, because he suddenly brought in from nowhere classical music, big band jazz, avant-garde music, and it's really hard to imagine what those songs would have been like without him. Eleanor Rigby had none of the Beatles on it at all. It was just a string quartet.
Look at all the lovely people. Look at all the lovely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church.
Once Miles Davis asked about how he did his arrangements, because when you see those bands playing, it's so baffling. Nobody seems to talk to each other or even name the tune. They just start playing. You think, how do they know what's going on? And Miles Davis said, my arrangements are choosing the musicians. That's it. You knew you had Philly Joe Jones on drums and Coltrane on tenor. He's off, ready to go. And it's nice working with people that you can feel that about.
Part of the secret of Robert's success is that he started off singing like an old 80-year-old man.
I was just stuck with it.
So he's got nowhere to go downhill from.
That's right, I've been doing this for a long time.
Look how long they brought us down here. Have us in bondage.
We just supported Madness at the O2, and we had, again, the honour of bringing Johnny Clark over from Jamaica. I never thought I'd live to play, you know, Declaration of Rights, one of the greatest reggae songs ever.
Get up and fight for your rights, my brothers. Get up and fight for your rights, my sisters.
Just absolutely fantastic. The way he just walked on the stage, you know, we only had time for 2 songs and he just sang his heart out.
I like those duets between men and women, whether it's in opera, where you get it a lot, but also, you know, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell and Betty Carter and Ray Charles. But in fact, I have just sung for 5 terrifying minutes on stage with the one person I always wanted to work with, which was the double bass player Charlie Hayden, who came up with Ornette Coleman in the 50s when I was a schoolboy. He plays so beautifully and with so much heart, as Ornette Coleman said. He plays with a lot of heart, and he's always been, to me, some kind of a substitute. You know, for those of us who don't have a religion, these people are my kind of saints.
Jazz is all about collaborations, and jazz musicians have always traditionally moved on and then worked with other people. It was the same in funk and black music in general. You know, what made it so organic and ever-changing is that, you know, bands even like Earth, Wind and Fire or James Brown, you know, there'll be 7 or 8 great musicians coming together and they'd all bring something different. So the thing was always changing so rapidly all the time. You know, I'm not against computers or anything, but unfortunately the computer was a shortcut to that and made it easy for just 1 or 2 people to make a record. So you didn't have this ever-changing organic thing that was always developing.
The name of the tune is The Funky Drummer. The Funky Drummer.
A collaboration between Robert Wyatt and the Specials' Jerry Dammers, whose Spacial AKA orchestra is going to be touring in March.